Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Thamriyell. Welcome to Final Fantasy XIV with Elliot, our lovely little monk. We're out here near the docks, right outside of Gridania, kind of outside of Gridania, actually right below it, below the Adventurers Guild. Let's go ahead and actually get the UI put up here. We need to... I don't know why we're walking. Can I get my character not to walk? There we go. Oh, we're still walking for some reason. I have no idea why. How do I turn off walking again? I forgot to turn off walking. We're not supposed to be walking, we're supposed to be running. Okay, this is something I can press? Nope, that's not what I need. I don't remember how to walk anymore. I need help. I forgot how to get the character to stop walking. There gotta be some sort of way for us to do it. Maybe it's some emotes? I'm not used to keyboard and mouse at all. I am so sorry. I do not know what I'm doing. There we go. Now we can walk. Now we can actually run around. There we go. Keyboard to the rescue. I'm terrible with controller right now. I'm still getting used to it. Sorry about that. Anyway, last episode we saved the Enterprise from the Dravanian stronghold, and we're able to get it back. We're gonna have to do some repairs to it to make sure it's all nice and fixed up. It is a slightly different design. It feels modern yet kind of old. Definitely feels foreign for sure. Because all of the, let me remember how I go in first person again, there we go. All of the other airships before have large balloons on the very top, but this one seems to be more ergonomic and more maneuverable with only a very thin parasail on top. Seems like this either was designed for battle or mining, as we can see from the boss zone in the back here, and just from overall sturdy design. Nevertheless, let's go ahead and talk to Avanon and Sid about this and see what Sid can tell us regarding his airship and how much it's going to take to fix it up and everything. Sid appears to be in deep thought. Let's see what he says. It calms me to look at her. It's as though I've been reunited with a part of me I never knew was missing. Hardly surprising. You did design and build her. I bear good news. The SCEINCE has granted our request to house the Enterprise. It may take as long as we require to repair her. Of course, it would be rank folly to take one moment more than we require. Garuda, lest we forget, grows stronger by the hour. If we are to have any hope of wresting this benign realm for our talents, we must need to be soon. As though I'm no expert of the workings of airship, it seems plain to me that the Enterprise suffered much from her time in the wilderness. Am I not correct, Sid? You are. Frankly, it's a miracle she carried us this far. As you know, the Howling Eye is encircled by the raging tempest, apt to turn proud trees to matchwood. Our battle will end there. Our battle will end before it begins, if the Enterprise cannot weather the storm. Given time, I believe I can fully repair her. But this tempest is as fearsome as you say. Even that may not be enough. Confound it. There must be a way to brave the fury of the elements. The elements. But of course, that's it. Work upon the elements itself. Using the power of corrupted crystal, we could clear a path through the storm and spare the Enterprise a battering. I see. You propose to utilize the properties of a crystal to alter the element's aspect of the barrier. It seems so childishly simple in retrospect. Though mayhap not to you, Elliot, we speak of the manifestation of over-aspected ether that can be found throughout Eorzea. Since the calamity disrupted the land's etheric currents, such crystals have become comparatively commonplace, which has been a cause of great woe, as they are known to warp etheric energies, including those of living organisms. The point is, we could theoretically use a corrupted crystal to convert the wind aspected ether comprising Garuda's barrier into ether of another aspect, one she cannot control. With certain modifications, the Enterprise should be able to deliver us to the Howling Eye in comfort, however hard Garuda blows. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. All this rests upon our ability to procure a crystal with the necessary properties. Have any of you any idea where we might acquire one? No, but I know a man who might. A scholar by the name of Lambertine, who resides in Camp Drybone. Strange as it may sound, I met him during my time at the church. Well, Marquis met him, I suppose. Whether out of pity or want for a more willing listener, he will talk to me for hours at a time about his aesthetic studies. Corrupted crystals being his pet subject. It was as a result of these conversation the poor Marquis was observed to process an uncommon knack for theoretic science. Elliot, I need you to return to Thamriyell and seek out the scholar. Sid and I will set about repairing the Enterprise in your absence. Alright. So looks like the next area we gotta go to is actually Camp Drybone to see if you can find Lambertine. I hope I said his name right. Like I said before, and I'll say it many times again, the names of the people here are kind of complex. Do you wish to leave the landing area? Yeah, let's go and land right here. Before we go anywhere, I want to stop by the Grand Company. We've not part of this Grand Company, dang it. I don't think I'll be able to get anything from the Quartermaster. But let's see if we can swing by the Grand Company anyway, and possibly try to get something from it. We do have plenty of seals with us. I don't know how much we have personally. Let me see if I can find how many we got. Currency, we got 8,000 seals in total, and 8,000 flame seals. We could use them for promotions at the same time. I would like to see if we can do that. There's also... Did I attune to this base, by the way? I completely forgot if I did or not. Let me go ahead and just check just in case. Make sure I attune to every place out here. This is attuned to, okay, so we are attuned to everything here in the city, I hope. Nevertheless, let's sprint over real quick. Let me go ahead and just sprint. Let's sprint over to the Grand Company Quartermaster and see if there is aught we can do there. For example, maybe talk to a Quartermaster here. I wonder if they'll let us actually use the seals. All the members of the Order of Twin Adder are allowed to exchange serpent seals for goods and services. Never mind then. We're not a member of the Order of the Twin Adder, but we could certainly see what kind of things we can buy when we do get home. Out of weapons and armor, possibly. Anything of our level, we currently level 40, so maybe something would be nice for us to have. For example, maybe like a bracelet, a Patriot's bracelet would be kind of good to have. What else do we got over here? In classes, what else is here? Patriot's choker would be pretty nice as well, be a decent upgrade. Maybe some sort of set of gloves would be nice. Let's check the next ranks here. How much are we gonna need to get the next rank, by the way? That's gonna be another thing for us to check in. Let's talk to the Serpent Lieutenant here, see what we can get from here. A bad bladder. Lieutenant Scarlet's feathers seem ruffled by some grave news over the Twelvewood. Elliot, you have ourselves a situation, or we have ourselves a situation. Our scouts out at a Tat Spire has sent word that the Ixal are attacking the position. They're reporting that they have already weathered a sudden strafing run by one of the Birdsman's blasted war balloons, and casualties were high. Have you ever seen these beastmen dirigibles? The Ixal stock them with explosive munitions and rain hell on the targets below. Even should they float within bow range, the balloon's skin are thick and difficult to penetrate, though it can be done. Thus the spires were constructed throughout the Twelvewood are Gridania's first line of defense against assault from the air. 'Tis frustrating indeed, then, that the recent conflicts have left them unmanned. I need you to head into the North Shroud immediately, and lend your strength to the garrison at Edat Spire. I'm certain Captain Guthrit will appreciate the help. The names are difficult for me to understand. Let's go and put on the first of fire here. Alright, so it's like a side quest that we can do later. I'm not gonna worry about it too much. Let's see, it's a level 1 quest. I'm not sure I think it gives us a B-stripe quest that we can finally do in the future. I'm not gonna worry about it too much though. Let's go over to Thamriyell here. Let's see, actually I need to go to Thamriyell. There we go. Oh, not going to Thamriyell. Not what I need. There we go. Map. Okay, and I can go over to Thamriyell here. Press A, go Eastern Thamriyell. Good. And now we can select Camp Drybone. There we go. I'm gonna use the Aetheryte ticket so I don't have to spend a lot of money on it. It's not gonna cost us a lot of money anyway, but might as well, right? So we got the tickets, might as well, you know, work and spend them a little bit. And traveling across continents would also be pretty nice to spend it on, so we don't have to like shell out 500 gil. It may seem cheap, but it's because I literally don't have a lot of gil to work with. The most I have right now is 179,000, and I just want to get more so we can get necessary gear left and right. So I'm not sure if I'm supposed to go through here or anywhere else. Let me check over here. Hello there. Lambertine. Never mind, we did find Lambertine. Hello there. Why yes, I'm Professor Lambertine. I'm gonna just call him Lambertine. I guess that'd be a little bit easier. Beg pardon? You wish to hear about my research with corrupted crystals? Truly? Well, nothing would give me great pleasure than to discuss my work with a fellow woman of science. I guess we're sort of a woman of science. We interested? You know, it's kind of necessary for us to learn it. Waiting for the song to pass by. Ah, so rare it is to find fellow intellectuals in this region. It is even rarer to find one capable of comprehending the nature of corrupted crystals. Come to think of it, there was another, a hermit to whom the church had given sanctuary. Curious fellow, unsociable, rather daft at first impression, yet possessed an amazing affinity towards the scientific pursuits. But in the matter at hand, did you say you wish not to conduct field observations, but to harvest a corrupted crystal? Egads, woman, at least take the necessary precautions so that you do not suffer from exposure to the harmful energies. I'm beginning to wonder if you have sufficient qualifications to handle such a hazardous material. Still, your ignorance is somehow endearing. If you bring me a suitable vessel, say a common clay pot, I should coat it with alchemical sealants of my own design. Simply store the crystal you seek within this pot to protect yourself from its deleterious effects. Where might you find a clay pot? Well, I'm hardly a merchant, but surely some fellow at the Golden Bazaar has some on sale. So we actually have to talk to somebody here. Speak with mission merchant. Oh, it's actually over here. Oh, this is actually going to be pretty close here. Gotta just figure out how to get out of here. There we go. Oh. Ended up accidentally using a potion. My bad. I have two characters. A main character and this character. And all my controller keys are differently bound. So that's why I end up accidentally popping a potion. Wasted a mega potion out of all things. Oh well. One wasted. One did the mistake again. Nevertheless, we have to go over to the Golden Bazaar and see if somebody has a clay pot that would be efficient, or I guess satisfactory, to be able to contain materials of the aether that happened throughout Calamity. I think what pretty much what ends up happening, what the person was talking about, the scientist, you can see through here, it's kind of foggy, but you see those light rays and stuff? Those light rays aren't actually light rays, they're crystals that were created through crystallization whenever Bahamut went and brought in the Calamity. The explosions and the power literally left crystallic residues. I believe you're gonna have to get those and try to counter Garuda's forces. Pretty much Garuda's fortification, not really much of a fortification, but I guess the place where Garuda resides is protected by very, very strong winds that protect the place. They attack and disrupt any kind of movement that goes towards Garuda's lair, and we're gonna try to use these ethereal materials and aspects, not really aspects, but I guess pieces, more like it. That's probably the best way to explain it, in order to counter Garuda's forces and try to get through and attack Garuda. That's pretty much what we're trying to do. Talk to the munificent merchant. You get a pot? You get a pot. Everyone gets a pot. Sorry, I get a bit carried away when disposing of old merchandise. Any road, take my pot, please. Oh, thank you, Oprah Winfrey of Pots. Thank you, I appreciate it. That was nice of them. The game is littered with references left and right. Even some of the quests are actually references to just pop culture in general. Sometimes reference to previous Final Fantasy games, or just media and pop culture and stuff like that. Let's see if we can go through here. We gotta come back to Camp Drybone. And apparently our friend here, the scientist, the one that kind of goes a little bit rude to us, Lambertine, will coat the inside of the pod with his concoction that he created. Let me go ahead and read over it. According to Professor Lambertine, corrupted crystal emits harmful energies which can be hazardous to one's health. Before you can begin your search, you must fashion a vessel to carry the crystal. He suggests that you browse the Golden Bazaar for a common clay pot, which would adequately serve. Alright, sweet. And he's going to be able to coat it with the containment oils or fluid, whatever he was able to create in order to contain the harmful aetheryte crystals. Let's go over here. I should probably go ahead and dismount the chocobo as well. There we go. And let's see where he's at. Hey, Lemmertine, we got you a pot. Got you a clay pot. Fascinating. Even accounting to the unusually strong ethereal current in this region, the crystalline formations are... Oh, you returned. And you're like finding a pot like I suggested. Here we go. Oh, there we go. Well, this is indeed an unremarkable piece of rubbish, but for our purposes, it shall suffice. Alright. So what is he going to be able to do with it? With a liberal application of my alchemical sealant, this sorry excuse for earthenware will be reborn as a corrupted crystal containment device. Now observe, as this scholar skillfully... Oh, almost dropped that. Skillfully coats the interior of the spot just so. There, it's finished. You no longer need fear the crystal's transformative energies. Though suppose you be bombarded with its energies until you place it within the vessel. Well, perhaps it shall motivate you to work quickly. In any case, I would now have you take the warded pod to Sako, a student of mine monitoring the flow of ether at Highbridge. Explain to him your quest, and he shall instruct you in a finer point of crystal harvesting. We are pretty much practically dealing with nuclear energies, and I forgot where to go. I think we gotta go here. There we go. We're pretty much dealing with toxic nuclear energies, near-nuclear energies, that are stored into a crystal form. Don't think that's really safe, but at the same time, we don't really have time for safety. We kind of just gotta keep going here. Wonder if there's a way for us to go through here. Probably not. What is back here, actually? Don't remember being back here much. Oh, never mind. It's just the office for the, Oh, it's the office for the blades. No, I'm not gonna worry about the blades. Talking about the blades, though, I do need to stop by and see if we can get any promotions with the seals that we got. We have, let me see here. Let me go see if I can make myself run forward. There we go. Auto run here for a little bit. Nope, that's not what I need. Currency. I believe we have plenty of seals. We have 8,014 seals. We might be able to afford a couple of promotions so that we can actually get better gear. That'd be really nice for us. Promotions are going to matter because it will increase how much total seals we have and what kind of items we can actually retrieve by using seals on them. You can use seals to buy currency, you can use seals to buy resources, tools, and also I believe maybe some other reputational material as well. Not 100% certain, but nevertheless we'll, discover the place and we'll see what we can do with it for now. Let's go over to the scientists. There they are. Just gonna have to go up the bridge here. There we go. Now let's see if we can talk to Sako. There he is. Oh god, we're still running. Gotta turn off auto run. There we go. Dismount. I literally feel like I need to retrain my hands whenever I play with a controller, especially for this game. I have to redo everything and get used to the new play style. It's cool, but it's just kind of tricky. How many times must I be made to explain myself? I'm not contemplating suicide, you imbecile. I've chosen this precise position to perform scientific measurements. Okay. What have you here? A containment vessel? Why, this is the handiwork of Professor Lambertine. You thieving knave, I shall call for the... Oh, you made especially for you by the man himself. Then you must have sought me out for, per his instruction. Which means he believes he me experienced enough to expound upon his explanations. At last, the recognition I so rightfully deserve. Sure, I guess. I mean, I know it's gonna be kind of competitive in the scientific world as you research the aetherytes and the crystals, but I mean, we kind of do need his help here. See if he can help us, that'd be great. With the utmost care. Oh, Fabius? Fabius Day, Calais, that I should be chosen to guide this woman. Yes, I, Sako, greatest of Professor Lambertine's pupils, shall see that you successfully quarry your quarry. Wow. Totally not humble or anything. Your timing is impeccable, in fact, for I was just preparing to procure corrupted crystals from the burning wall for my personal research. There, the devastation and destruction caused by the calamity has blessed us with a bountiful of sublime specimen. But something tells me not but perfect peace will satisfy your high standards, in which case you must need descent into the deepest depths amidst the flowing water and the murderous Muronites lies for the most fantastic formation I have found thus far. Take this highly advanced researcher's tool and use it to separate a small fragment from the large cluster. Place it within the warded pod and bear it back for me for inspection. The path which leads from Burgundy's Falls to the base of Burning Wall is treacherous and terrifying, but advance with appropriate caution, you shall surely survive. So we are tasked to go inside a deep dark cave where the crystal formation actually is at the core of, where it actually been formed from, and get directly from the core, which is surrounded with a lot of monsters. Yay! I'm totally down for it. You know, it sounds like a fantastic adventure. I think I've been there once throughout the questing experience as my main character. Never really got around to figuring out what it's all about, but you know, it's gonna be kind of fun discovering it here. We can actually run around for a little bit and figure out what it's all about. Also, these things, I gotta say, are some of the cutest freaking things I've ever seen in this game ever. They're called a furball. Like a furball? Furball? Furballs? It's actually really cute. I'm not sure what kind of creatures they are. As far as I understand, they just have big eyes and ears, and that's about it. And they're supposed to be just a pun of a furball, and that's it. That's actually kind of cute. I did not mean to sprint, but whatever. Guess we're sprinting then. Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Thamriyell. Welcome to Hello, what have we got here? Hello ladies, how's it going? Breasts are the treasure of the net. I kind of want to say you could dress better.